Hello there, YouTube. It is your boy B3, back with another delicious, kicking action figure review. Today we have a pretty cool figure. I got him at Ranger Stomp and Pop Atlanta 2024. Most people were selling him for like 40, but there was one guy selling him for 15. So I was like, well, of course I'm gonna fucking get him for 15 bucks. And that is the Power Rangers Dino Thunder Blue Ranger. That's right, Ethan, his friggin' self. Very cool, very ace. You got to love him, folks. You gotta love him. This is an adult collectible figure, so I will be reviewing it via adult collectible standards. Keep in mind, its MSRP was about $20.25 when it came out, so we have to keep that in mind. I do wish, the detail and paint wise, those puppies were white. It doesn't really bother me, it's just it would be nice, you know? But it's okay. I can live with it. Probably. Unless the cancer takes hold. But it won't, so. Anyhow, sculpt-wise, I think he is pretty good. You know, you got the seam down the back, you got all the wrinkles in the outfit, which I think is a nice touch for these. Kind of a realistic body type going on. Metallic Dino Thunder symbol and metallic paint on the belt, wrists, and boots. That's really good. Helmet looks okay, could maybe be a little wider. This is just a normal complaint for Lightning Collection, but you know what? I think it's actually good. Nice silver on the edge of the visor. Pretty cool. I really like it. I don't remember their belt buckles being that big in the show. Maybe they were, and I'm just freaking out, but I think it's really big. Also, I'm pretty sure these are supposed to be white. The Morpher being a single color never really bothers me. It would bother me on like a figure art, but it doesn't really bother me on these, but I know that's a deal breaker for a lot of people out there. But I'm just happy to have gotten this guy for a crazy, insane good price. Crazy, insane good price. Articulation-wise, about what you would expect. Got up and down on the head. This is before they changed to the neck articulation and everything. Side to the side. You've got the butterfly joints, which I love. Around the world. In and out. Bicep swivel. Double elbow bend. Rotation on the wrist, as well as forward and back on the handies. You have a lot of great torso articulation and a waist crunch so they can pose very far. In and out on the legs, forward, but no back because Hasbro still uses hard plastic bussies instead of rubber bussies like McFarlane and NECA does. They want a hard plastic bussy, but it is toned, so I guess that's a win. Come on, you can do better than that. But you do have a decent in and out in front and back. You have a thigh swivel, a double, as in knee bend, boot swivel, up and down on those feeties, and an ankle pivot with peg holes on the bottom of the feet. And he stands all right. He might not need a stand. So, that's that. Now let's get to accessories. Of course, he has a helmeted head and two holding hands. But it seems he has other hands as well, does he not? He also comes with some more posy hands, like this kind of gripping hand here, and then this more Power Ranger-y posy hand. Really wish those were white on the back, but it's okay, I'll live. You got the Ethan head. I don't think it looks super like him, and it looks like it's looking up all the time. I mean, I literally just saw him in person, and I know he's aged a lot, but he actually has aged incredibly gracefully. I don't think that looks like him, to be completely honest with you. I do not think it does. Oh well, it's not like I'm ever going to use that head anyway. You also have Blaster, and it's folded out saber form. They could use a little more paint, but it's not too crazy. The sculpts are good. I like that about them. The sculpts are pretty good on them. You got the little Dino Thunder, Power Ranger-y symbols on the handles and everything. And he should hold them okay. Let's see. Okay. Yep. Just... If he holds one okay, he should hold the other, alright. Oh, that's backwards. There we go. I can deal with that. And the sword also has a lightning collection function. This is a repeatedly used accessory. It's made to slide all the way on, but since it's not specifically made for this weapon, it just can kind of sit on the tip. Just the tip for Ethan. But I still don't think it looks bad, even if it can't slide all the way down the blade. I think it kind of works still. Don't you think so, Ethan? Yeah, okay. I just realized he's a little loose. But he looks good, I think. Yeah, he looks pretty good. Okay, now we're going to get to the accessory I'm most definitely going to display him with, because it is insanely effing cool. His shield. And goddamn did they go hard on this shield. I have to say it's one of the coolest accessories I have ever seen in the Power Rangers Lightning Collection. Because you see this? It can extend. I can't think of any other Lightning Collection figures with an accessory that functions like this. It's like that's its normal and then shakoomp. That's cool, right? That's really cool. And it looks like it can just... I think you could probably... Actually, now that I'm looking at it, you could probably pop the hand off to get it on there easiest. I kind of misjudged how far down his arm would go in the shield, but he holds it pretty well. I'm actually very happy with that, and you can take it off with relative ease. So that's good. That's really, really good. Now let's get ready for some size comparisons. Firstly, we got to show him off with his own line. How about some more Triceratops representation with the Dino Charge Pink Ranger from the Power Rangers Lightning Collection, a very recent review of mine, and I think they are perfect together. Remember, I always say that as long as a figure scales well with its own line, then it scales well. Other lines it wasn't made for, so it doesn't matter, but it's still good when it does. Like, for instance, let's take a look at the Power Rangers Dino Fury Dino Knight Red Ranger. The Dino Knight Red Ranger is a little small for Blue Ranger here, but if you pose them up creatively, like maybe have one standing tall and one crouching low, you could maybe make it look better. I've seen a lot of Instagram figure photographers like Metallics XD and stuff pull things like that off. He's kind of the master of it. But, yeah, look at that. I think that actually would work very well. If you kind of post them all up, but just standing right next to each other like that, the size isn't perfect. Plus, their detail and paint really clash. Anyways, let's move y'all out of the picture and bring in some figures from previous lines, Bandai lines that don't exist anymore, like the Evil Space Aliens Rhino Blaster. Now, Rhino Blaster is an 8-inchy figure, but I think he looks cool with Lightning Collection figures because I like when the villain is really big and imposing. It makes it seem like it would be more of a team effort to take him down. But one of the tail-end Bandai Ranger figures is this Super Mega Force Action Hero Series Titanium Ranger, who is just way too small. It's not going to work. It's just not. Oopsie, as in Daisy. Alright, now how about some Japanese figures? This one's kind of a go-to for these reviews. It is the Sentai Hero Series 2 Kaiser, who is just too big for him. That's not going to really work. And then, how about a Poppy figure with the Bandai Poppy Magishine, who is just too small. And I believe it was my last review? I think so. Yeah, so he's going to scale well with the Lightning Collection. You could maybe work him with Hasbro's other Ranger line. But yeah, the Lightning Collection is just what you're going to have to stick with if you want a really good scaling with him. And that's good. So, All in all, what are my final thoughts on the Power Rangers Lightning Collection Dino Thunder Blue Ranger? It's pretty good. You know, this is probably my favorite season of Power Rangers, so I had high expectations for this figure, and for the most part, I feel like it met them. The articulation is exactly what I expected. The accessories were better than I expected. Details what I expected. Paint, I do have a few issues with the paint, but it is about what I expected, I admit. He's a good figure. He's kind of loose around here, but he is a good figure. And I think you'd be happy to have him in your collection. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below, Facebook, Twitter, etc. I'll be seeing you all next time. Bye for now.